People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they knew what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition. Of the NFL on EA Sports. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming. And under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
First and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there at 22.
Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for a great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. State alum Chris Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Fred Warner.
These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 32 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy at his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-armed guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
It's a 46-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. 11.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 54 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bobby Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
1st down, Seahawks.
Wilson. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with a 2nd and 4. This is Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
He's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
The 17-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
White. Under 10. 10.
Garoppolo again. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
One more time with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A final shot before break. Wilson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Niners 14, Seahawks 10.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they...
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wilson. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Wait. Sweet 21. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And 10 yards to go.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Wilson will throw again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown.
Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line. That's the end of the third.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, alert, alert, alert. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got it. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Garoppolo to Ayuk. 1st down 49ers. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Wilson, rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tarvarius Moore able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time getting the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
White. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Whoa.
running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his target, Samuel. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel taking it in. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Lockett, the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Wilson.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in 2. Terrific field position.
Turnover on downs.
Here we go. Ready? Spot. No. 11. 13.
On play action, now Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Down Seattle.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the screen with Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
To Chris Carson. A gain of 2.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage.